Today, you'll be watching a documentary on World War I, which is linked to the Russian revolutions of 1905 and 1917. We will begin with World War I. Let's start off with the long-term causes. Militarism. Bigger countries began to build their armies in case of an attack. I want you to join the military.
Sir, yes, sir. I will gather all my friends and we will join the army.
Good.
Alliances. Central powers included Germany and Austria-Hungary. The Allies included Britain, France, and Russia. As they began to grow, Central powers gained the Ottoman Empire and the Allies gained Japan. Imperialism. Imperialism was when bigger countries fought each other for smaller colonies.
I want the African colonies.
No, I want Africa.
I want Africa.
I want Africa.
Africa will be mine.
My Africa.
My Africa.
Nationalism. Nationalism is when people begin to take great pride in their home countries. I love the United States. I'm so proud that I'm able to call myself an American. Don't you just think it's great?
Well, Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony, stuck a feather up his hat and called it macaroni.
It was sparked when Austrian Archduke Ferdinand was assassinated in Serbia on June 28, 1914, when the Archduke's driver made a wrong turn. Serbia wanted the Austrian rule gone.
People of Austria, hello, hello, how are you?
And the war begins.
Austria declared war on Serbia. Germany declared war on Russia. France agreed to help and support Russia. Germany declared war on France. I, Austria-Hungary, declare war on you, Serbia.
I, Germany, declare war on you, Russia. I, France, agreed to help and support you, Russia.
Cool beans.
I, Germany, declare war on you, France.
In the Schlieffen Plan, Germany invaded France by going through neutral Belgium. This upset Britain, causing them to declare war on Germany. I can't believe you did that to us. That is terrible. You do not know what you just started. Because of that, we are declaring war on you. The Western Front of the war was at a stalemate. They remained in trenches, not moving, with little casualties. However, on the Eastern Front, battle lines were constantly shifting and there were high casualties. Russia was forced to retreat due to being poorly equipped. Bulgaria joined Central Powers because they had a rivalry with Serbia. Romania joined the Allies as well as Italy. Colonies were drawn into the war.
World War I technologies were far more advanced than ever before in previous wars. They included tanks, poison gas, airplanes, and machine guns.
ready, Abby? You have to do it. Oh my god.
Back on the home front, women were helping out. Propaganda became popular. Citizens were motivated to loan money or enlist in the army. They began to use submarine warfare. They sank the Lusitania, a British cruise ship containing U.S. citizens, upsetting the United States. When Germany continues to use submarine warfare on innocent ships and military ships, the United States decides to join the war. They joined the Allies because of cultural ties, anger at German warfare, and the Zimmermann Note. They weren't in the war for a very long time, however. They helped end the war faster while providing financial aid to the Allies.
On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, Germany seeks armistice. President Wilson's idea of the 14 points would resolve future wars, give countries self-determination, and the idea of the League of Nations. The Treaty of Versailles tried to set peace in Europe among everyone, yet it was unfair to Germany, put the entire blame on Germany, and left Germany angry and bitter.
Do you want to support the war? Are you doing your part? Come on down to the bond shop to purchase your war bonds and propaganda today. With the purchase of war bonds, you can help finance our country's military. Your purchase will aid our country's war efforts. Your support will lead us to victory.
Welcome back. Now let's discuss the Russian Revolution. Here are a few of the causes and the results of the Russian Revolution of 1905. A few causes were the Russian social hierarchy in the early 20th century, the first stages of industrialization, weak economy, extensive foreign investments and influence, the Russo-Japanese War from 1904 to 1905, unrest among peasants and the urban working poor, Bloody Sunday, which was an outburst when many peasants were protesting and the government just killed them all. The Russian Cossacks started slaughtering people in Odessa, and the battleship Potemkin was revolted. Few results were Tsar Nicholas II issued the October Manifesto, the opening of the Duma, which was the government in Russia, and the path to October in 1917.
Tsar Nicholas II ruled Russia during the time of the First Russian Revolution. He was a weak ruler that paid no attention to the Duma. No one liked Tsar Nicholas II. They thought he was very weak. Nicholas's son had hemophilia. Nicholas started searching for someone who could help his son get better. Finally, he found a man named Rasputin. Rasputin helped the son feel better, and the family wanted to keep him around. Eventually, Rasputin tried to help and started telling Nicholas things to do pertaining to the war. At one point, Rasputin told Nicholas he should go and be a military leader, even though he was never a war leader. When Nicholas was gone, the Tsarina needed help making decisions and asked Rasputin for help. Rasputin made all the wrong decisions and he was hated. In December of 1916, Rasputin was assassinated.
The revolution occurred in March of 1917. It started due to food riots and strikes. The Duma declared itself a provisional government on March 12th, and Tsar Nicholas II abdicated on March 17th. The Soviets had various ideas when it came to politics. They believed in a more radical or revolutionary government rather than a provisional government. They were influenced by Marxist socialism, and they had two different factions, the Mensheviks and the Bolsheviks. The November Revolution occurred in November of 1917. All of the private property of the wealthy people was abolished and divided among the peasants. A new police force was created called Cheka. The Revolutionary Army was created with Trotsky in charge, and it was called the Red Army. The Bolshevik Party was renamed the Communist Party in March of 1918. The Treaty of Brest-Litovsk negotiated with Germans. Civil war fought between 1917 and 1920. It was the Red Army versus the White Army. The breakdown of the Russian economy and society resulted from this war. The war resulted in official Marxist interpretation, function of Russian history and culture, a social revolution, and imposed revolution on an unwilling victim.